Hey Brainiacs, and welcome back to Brain Secrets. Have you ever found yourself in a new city trying to pick a restaurant and you automatically choose the one with the long line outside? Or maybe you bought a product online just because it had thousands of five-star reviews. If you nodded along, you've experienced the power of social proof. But what exactly is it, and why does our brain love following the crowd so much? Stick around, because today we're diving deep into the secrets of social proof and uncovering why we trust the herd, even when it leads us astray. So, let's break it down. Social proof is a psychological and social phenomenon where people assume that the actions of others reflect the correct behavior for a given situation. In simpler terms, when we're unsure what to do, we look to others for clues. It's a mental shortcut, a way for our brains to save energy. Think about it from an evolutionary perspective. For our ancestors, sticking with the group meant safety. If everyone suddenly started running, you'd probably run too, without stopping to ask why. That instinct to conform kept us safe from predators and helped us find food and resources. It's a survival mechanism hardwired into our DNA. This isn't just ancient history. It's happening all around us every single day. Marketers are masters at using social proof. When you see bestseller on a book, trending on a video platform, or a celebrity endorsing a product, that's social proof in action. They're telling your brain, hey, lots of other people like this, so you probably will too. Testimonials, user reviews, and even the number of followers a brand has on social media all tap into this fundamental human tendency. We see a crowd and instinctively think, they must know something I don't. There are several types of social proof. First, there's expert social proof. This is when an expert in the field, like a doctor recommending a certain brand of toothpaste, gives their stamp of approval. Their credibility transfers to the product. Then there's celebrity social proof. We often want to emulate people we admire. So when a famous actor or athlete uses a product, it becomes more desirable. User social proof is perhaps the most common one we see online. Think Amazon reviews or TripAdvisor ratings. We trust the opinions of people just like us who have already tried the product or service. There's also wisdom of the crowd, which is when a large group of people endorses something. The sheer numbers make it seem like the right choice. Finally, there's wisdom of your friends, which is often the most powerful. A recommendation from a friend or family member carries a lot of weight because we trust them personally. But here's where it gets tricky. Is the crowd always wise? Not at all. This is where the even when it's wrong part comes in. Social proof can lead to a phenomenon known as herd mentality or groupthink, where individuals ignore their own opinions or rational judgment to conform to the group. A classic example is the Asch conformity experiment. In the 1950s, psychologist Solomon Asch conducted a series of studies where participants were asked a simple question about the length of a line. However, they were in a room with actors who were all instructed to give the same obviously wrong answer. A shocking number of the real participants went along with the group's incorrect answer, even though they knew it was wrong. They didn't want to be the odd one out. This shows how powerful the pressure to conform can be, sometimes overriding our own senses and logic. This downside of social proof can have serious consequences. Think about financial bubbles. People see others making money on a particular stock or investment, so they jump in often without doing their own research. The price inflates based on hype, not value, and when the bubble bursts, many people lose their money. The same principle applies to viral misinformation. A false story can spread like wildfire on social media simply because many people are sharing it. Each share acts as social proof, making the story seem more credible to the next person, even if it has no basis in fact. We assume that if so many people are sharing it, there must be some truth to it. So, how do we protect ourselves from the negative side of social proof? How can we use this mental shortcut without letting it lead us off a cliff? The key is to develop critical thinking and awareness. The first step is simply recognizing when social proof is being used to influence you. When you see a bestseller tag or a long queue, pause for a moment. Ask yourself, is this popular because it's genuinely good, or is it just popular because it's popular? Take a second to check in with your own judgment. Does this choice align with my own needs and values? Do your own research. Don't just rely on the number of stars a product has. Read the actual reviews, especially the negative ones. The 3-star reviews are often the most honest, pointing out both the pros and cons. If a friend recommends something, ask them why they liked it. Their reasons might not be relevant to you. For example, they might love a restaurant for its lively atmosphere, while you prefer a quiet place to talk. Diversify your information sources. Don't just follow a single influencer or news outlet. By getting perspectives from different places, you can form a more balanced and informed opinion, making you less susceptible to the echo chamber of groupthink. Understanding social proof doesn't mean you have to become a total contrarian who rejects everything popular. It's a useful tool. It can genuinely help us discover great music, delicious food, and helpful products. The goal isn't to ignore the crowd completely, but to follow it with your eyes wide open. It's about striking a balance between trusting the wisdom of the collective and trusting your own intuition and intellect. By being mindful, we can harness the power of social proof to our advantage while avoiding the pitfalls of blindly following the herd. It's about making conscious choices, not just automatic ones. So, the next time you feel that pull to follow the crowd, take a breath. Acknowledge the instinct, and then engage your brain. Ask the important questions. Is this the right path for me? By doing so, you'll be using one of your brain's most ancient survival tools in the smartest way possible. You'll be the master of your own decisions, not just a follower in the crowd. What do you think? Have you ever followed the crowd and regretted it, or discovered something amazing because of social proof? Share your stories in the comments below. I'd love to read them. And if you found this exploration of our brain's little quirks fascinating, please give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and make sure you subscribe to Brain Secrets and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next deep dive. Thanks for watching, Brainiacs, and see you in the next video.